Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Mulligan, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Tommy Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Wake Forest head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Demon Deacons will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida State's offense will take the field first. Kevin Sperry, tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Looking for running room. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Between the hashes, it's Lopez. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Quick give. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Just smothered on the play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Spits it out to the back. Snags it over the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Knowles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh center downs going to the air. Holds on, it's Robinson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Left side, it's Riles. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right side, it's Riles. Touchdown, Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Demon Deacons offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Gio Lopez. Still a lot of upside for this quarterback, and they're hoping he can reach his potential.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from the defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on the defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stretch the defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
Here's Lopez to throw. Unleashes it on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Lopez to the air again. Taking a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. At the 20, he's got space. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wake. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Working that left side now. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback signaling to the air. It's Barry. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The play fake, Gio Lopez. Throwing right. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3-and-out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3-and-out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Complete to start this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Lopez. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, get him on the ground for no gain.
Drives inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. Their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moves the pocket. It's Sperry. Quick completion on the out. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Makes the catch. It's Riles. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out wide left, it's Robinson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Under pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Demon Deacons in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Lopez to pass. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell out.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Again, it's Lopez. He's got the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Lopez. It's complete to the left. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 16 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's Michigan State with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They had this lead to start in the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Got him on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Sperry. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pack's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make playmaker so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and management. So much easier on the offense.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Bring him down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Powers inside. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Hits inside. It's Wiggins. They put the brakes on him.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Pulls it. He'll pitch it. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for the edge. Quick toss. Turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. RPO complete. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
From the gun, it's Chroma. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Left side is Chroma. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Wiggins. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Throwing, Lopez. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Wiggins. Defense all over him.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll run this play from the pistol. Dropping back, it's Sperry. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Moving out to the right. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
2nd down, going to throw it. Nice play to knock that one down.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Wink, wink, they really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Here's Lopez to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively playing to...
Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Wake Forest! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a deep grab. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be...
He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wake Forest. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this game.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College